down there. Give me just a minute. We're all off site stage right now. Thank you so much. Civic Center tech is on his way down.
Does it matter? Wait, was this the first one? Okay. This is yours, right? Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's not mine, because mine's something else.
Just a quick second.
All over.
Oh, you get to match my shirt. How we get to match? All right. You going to ride and die on the comfy seat here? All right.
This is going to be a long thing for someone. I bought like 1,000.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Chris Valdez. I am the proud president of Ridgeland Community College. I had two assignments here, and now I realize I have three. So one is to be brief, I'm going to work at that. Two is to welcome you all to the Richland Community College Nursing and Health Professions Pinning Ceremony. And three, which is obviously necessary, is to remind you when you see your person up here to make as much noise as possible. Remember, this is a celebration. And with that, I turn the time over to Dr. Tasha Jones, Dean of Health Professions and Nursing.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Today we formally recognize and celebrate the achievements of the graduates of our associate degree nursing and practical nursing programs, individuals who have answered a profound calling to serve others with knowledge, compassion, and integrity. I would like to take a moment, though, to thank the nursing faculty. Thank you for your hard work and dedication to Richland's nursing programs and its students. As they stand, let's give them a round of applause. The journey to this moment has been one of immense dedication. Through countless hours of study, clinical practice, and personal sacrifice, these graduates have demonstrated the resilience, empathy, and skill required to enter one of the essential professions in our society. Registered nurses and licensed practical nurses are vital to patient care. They are present at life's most vulnerable and sacred moments, offering comfort, delivering treatment, and advocating for those who cannot speak and upholding the dignity of every life they touch. On May 2nd, several nursing students were honored at the Student Award and Recognition reception for outstanding achievements. As I call your name, please stand. The recipient for the Outstanding Associate Degree Nursing Student Award, Melissa Cott, and the recipient for the First Tanisha Davis. Congratulations. The nursing pin-in ceremony are a meaningful experience for both nursing students and the faculty. The pin they receive today is not merely a symbol, it is a rite of passage. It represents the values of the nursing profession, the standards they are committed to uphold, and the solemn pledge they make to serve with excellence and compassion. As these graduates prepare to step into their roles as licensed professionals, we honor their achievements and acknowledge the profound responsibility they now embrace. Associate Professor Karen Rosalino and Assistant Professor Elizabeth Hernandez will pin our associate degree nursing students. Professor Dr. Rick Harmon will read student names.
Sarah Naylor.
Murphy. Delia Jackson Morgan.
You know!
Joseph Cox. Morgan Fleckner. Alexis Markwood. Madeline Boyer. Julia Nicole. Yugochi Nawiz. Matthew Curran. Heather Torres. Kennedy White. Instructor Lindy Bridgman and Instructor Elizabeth Weber will pin the practice nursing students. Tanya Allward. Michelle Banks. Alicia Brady. Tanya Cheney. Sophia Cheney. Alicia Hopper. Sarah Gilbeck. Erica Honorable.
Let's go, boss lady!
Jamaica Cruz. Nadia Joyner Levers. Crystal Smith. Canadian students and faculty will now stand and recite the International Council of Nurses 9-Young Pledge. I solemnly pledge to myself before God and His presence
To live my life with caring and compassion, to practice my profession as a nurse in the same way. I pledge to use the knowledge that has been bestowed upon me to care for my patients in their
celebrate the graduates of our radiography and surgical technology programs. But before we do that, I would also like to take a moment to thank the Allied Health Professions faculty. Thank you for your hard work and dedication to Richland's Allied Health Program and its students. As they stand, let's give them a round of applause. Programs demand rigorous training, precise technical knowledge, and the ability to perform under immense pressure, all in the service of patient care and safety. Our graduates have met these demands with grace and determination, preparing themselves for careers that are critical to the successful functioning of our healthcare system. In radiography, our graduates become the eyes of modern medicine, producing diagnostic images that guide life-saving decisions. In surgical technology, our graduates serve at the very heart of the operating room, ensuring sterile environments and supporting surgeons in procedures that change and often save lives. On May 2nd, several of our Allied Health Profession students were honored at the Student Awards and Recognition Reception for Outstanding Achievements. As I call their names, I will ask them to stand. The recipient for the Outstanding Student Award in Radiography, Alexis Mallory, for the Outstanding Student Award in Surgical Technology, Tallulah Gill. Students from across the state submitted scientific displays at this year's annual Illinois State Society of Radiologic Technologists Conference held April 23rd to the 25th. Out of 15 entries, Alexis Mallory from our radiography program earned 3rd place. Congratulations. Alexis, please remain standing as I invite Paige Hubner, Caitlin Mahoney, and Megan Thompson to join you. These 4 students also competed in the ISSRT Scholar Bowl, where 9 teams from Illinois schools faced off over 2 days, testing their knowledge of radiography. Together, they proudly brought home a 2nd place finish. Congratulations. The faculty members of radiography and surgical technology will now pin their students. The pin each graduate receives today is a mark of trust, a signifier of readiness, and a badge of commitment to the ethical and professional standards of their field of study. Assistant Professor and Radiography Program Director Matt Carter will now come to the podium for the radiography pin.
Professor Sue Grider and Adjunct Instructor Beth Roach will pin our radiography students. Paige Hubner. Megan Humphrey. Caitlin Mahoney. Alexis Mallory. Bryson Nelson. Tanisha Reynolds. Grace Shaw. Brock Snarsky. Megan Thompson. Evelyn Wood.
Go, Evelyn.
The radiography students and faculty will now stand and recite the radiographer's pledge written by the students. We vow as radiologic technologists
Come on.
Instructor Molly Plusle will now come to the podium as a surgical technology technician.
Professor and Surgical Technology Program Director Rick Oliver will pin our surgical technology students. Tallulah Gill.
recognize that as a graduate of the Richland Community College Surgical Technology program, I will aspire to become an exemplary professional that will enhance the professional surgical experiences and high standards of our curriculum to the advancement of quality surgical patient care. Accordingly, I pledge myself to begin my practice as a surgical technologist with the highest and utmost honesty, strict application of accepted techniques, establishing myself as an example for peers, fellow surgical team members, and students that I accept. I further pledge that above all else, I will guard the safety and welfare of surgical patients in accordance with the Association of Surgical Technology motto, Payer Free, the patient first. This I solemnly swear as a graduating surgical technologist.
To the podium, Dr. Isaac Zuniga, Executive Vice President, Academic and Student Success.
Can we give it up for all of our pretty graduates? Let's get one more for them, please. Thank you. So listen, your energy has been wonderful. Let me tell you, right? To all our penny recipients tonight, congratulations, right? Congratulations. This here is for you. And I've heard a lot of things tonight that make me so proud. I've heard yoga. I've heard queen. I heard that's my mama. Right? Baby, wife, mother. I even heard hairstyles. Look at someone say hairstyles. The point is this: no matter what the title that you have, you're a graduate of Richland Community College. Yeah. And tonight it's not about getting the certificates. It's about purpose, right? Purpose, perseverance. And the profound promise that each of you just stated, right? In your statements of care, of compassion. That's important. So important. So let me talk about our programs. We have some amazing faculty in all of our programs. Let's give it up for our faculty. So to our faculty members, shaping the minds of these graduates. Thank you for shaping the minds of these graduates. So our graduates, you practice under pressure, right? Was it easy? No. I don't think it's easy in life. You worked hard for today. Remember that. As you transition to the profession, remember Richland and what you've learned from your faculty, from your clinicals, from your mentors, from your experiences. And remember the words of your pledge, to care, to uphold values for the greater good. And so, we're in a very challenging time, right? And it's your commitment to humanity, to compassion for care, and so critical. And so we thank you. Let's give it up one more time for all these graduates. With pride. You've earned that. We acknowledge that. We're thankful for that. Earn it with pride. Go forward. Advocate boldly. Lead humbly. And most important, that's how profession, care deeply. So on behalf of all the faculty, all administration, and your loved ones, congratulations!